Hi, I'm Greg. I'm the winemaker at Ursa Vineyards, and today we're going to talk about the iconic Sierra Foothills grape, Zinfandel. Zinfandel was first planted in the Sierra Foothills in the middle 1800s, right after the gold rush had begun. And there are still some vines from that era still growing in the region. This Zinfandel that we have today is a mixture of grapes from old vines and young vines. From a number of vineyards, from 3 different vineyards in the Sierra Foothills that we have been working with for a number of years. So Zinfandel is one of those varieties that can be made in a multitude of ways. It can be made into a rosé, it can be made into a very heavy, very alcoholic wine. It can be made into a claret style, lighter bodied wine. We choose something kind of in between the heavier, higher alcohol wine and the claret style. So our Zinfandels typically have alcohols running around 15% alcohol. So we still are capturing that very ripe berry character, but not going over the top with the alcohol. So this Zinfandel, again, is whole berry fermented, 1-ton fermenters, so small lot production again. And we use a yeast that I've used for years on Zinfandel that I think really brings out the character of the fruit. And we will oftentimes, during fermentation, we'll blend a very small amount of Petit Syrah, co-ferment a little Petit Syrah in with this Zinfandel to just give it a little bit more structure. So, because Zinfandel tends to be a little bit light in color. So let's take a look at this wine. Zinfandel is also a variety that is very, very well suited to the Sierra Foothills, as well as the Rhone varietals. And obviously, since it was been grown there since the middle 1800s, people have figured out where it grows best in the foothills. So this wine shows us some very nice, ripe raspberry character, which to me is a very, very classic Zinfandel flavor. Along with that, we're getting some vanilla from the oak and a little bit of vanilla and spice from the stems, because we use a very small percentage of whole cluster fruit in these wines to just give it a little bit more spice. Very, very bright fruit on the palate. There's that raspberry again, and some lovely vanilla again, and full-bodied, giving you a long, lingering finish, but not hot, not that hot alcoholic character that you will sometimes get with Zinfandels. And it does not have that. Sometimes you will get that porty character from an overripe Zinfandel. This is bright and fresh, and it's really showing very nicely right now.